welcome, welcome, welcome to the marathon game reveal. Let's see what Bungie has been cooking. Can they get back to their glory days? Destiny 2 was good. A lot of people didn't like the way it kind of went. But it'll be interesting to see what they've been cooking up now since they are now part of Sony Game Studios officially. I'm excited. I like the art style and stuff we've seen from this so far. From what I know, it is a extraction shooter. Think like Tarkov and stuff like that. So I'm hyped. I'm interested to see. And plus, if I think way back in the day, I know it's a different Bungie, but we've got to mention it. The original Halo trilogy for me, Halo 3 was just peak games. What's up, Panda? How we doing? So I'm hyped to see what we have in store here. And I'll just apologise in advance, people. I'm loaded with a cold, so if I sneeze, that's what's happening. I'm good, thank you very much, my friend. Very, very busy. What about you? What have you been up to? Good to hear. Awesome. I'm vibing this music here as well, actually. You've just been sleeping. What? Right, YouTube chat poll so far. Are you excited to see what Bungie has been working on in Marathon? And so far, 88% of you have said yes and 11% of you have said no. I must admit, I'm getting that feeling of burnout of all kind of live service games. So hopefully this is something a little bit different, a little bit special. Who knows? That's why I'm really excited about this. I have no clue really what we're going to see here. I just hope it looks fun. That's what games are all about, remember? Fun. You've been hibernating? Awesome. Thank you for joining us, everybody over there on YouTube chat. It is awesome to see you all. And let's imagine they shadow drop this right away. That'd be pretty cool. I don't see that happening though. That's too much, isn't it? Only got another 2 minutes, people. This is unusual for me being live on time. Usually I would be live right as this starts or just after it and I have to rewind the event. It's a new me, a new day, new dawn. In the meantime though, chat, what games have we been playing recently? Try to resize all my windows here, fit this all on my screen. I've been playing my way through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now on PS5 Pro and I have been enjoying it. It is awesome. I need to get that finished so I can get on to the next one. I've got up here insane backlog actually of games I need to finish just now that I've started and not completely finished them, so the struggle is real, people. Thank goodness for the PlayStation Portal. It's like a little backlog eating machine. Oh yes, we've got the OG House of the Dead 4 in the background. On PS3. Who misses light gun games? Only me? Right, chat, we are initializing. Let's see how this goes. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, let's react to this live. Let me know if you're liking what you're seeing on screen. If you're not, Eeks made this. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Hopefully this is good. I'm hyped. I am hyped. Oh. The music's cool anyway. If the music's like this in the game, I'll be hyped. We are live on YouTube right now as well. Yep. Marathon. I've never played the original Marathon games. I think they're proper like old school. I don't really know anything about them. Showcase begins now. Here we go. The full squad has assembled. We're live on pure PSX right now. And on Twitch.
My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. So make sure to go ahead and check it out early.
A surprise at the end.
No need to worry.
Shadow drop.
Listen to me. I'm joined by some of my teammates here at Bungie to walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So, no time like the present. Let's get into the show. First things first. This gentleman here to my right, to your left, is Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. Super excited to finally show something about our game, you know? Yep. Been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we'll have another video in addition to...
Audio on YouTube. I'm on it, buddy. Thanks for letting me know.
I'll be talking for like 20 minutes straight this time.
Yeah. So for anyone out there that may not know
a bit better.
Here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people, some of the people on this stage, a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today.
Hey Adam, welcome buddy.
Ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together in a singular experience and help to deliver that experience as a single thread. So, just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
They're going to unveil a collector's edition, I've called it.
As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life. Our franchise art director,
Thanks,
Mr. Joe Cross.
Panda, no, this been about for a little while. This is where I am most of the time just now.
Joe, for anyone, obviously,
this channel is all PlayStation things.
Out there in the audience at home that may not know you or doesn't get a chance to work with you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross. I'm franchise art director of Marathon, and you know, my job is to sort of set the tone and the vision, the visual style of this, reimagine this IP and this this amazing game, and then you know, make sure that our world-class art team is set up for success.
I do like hearing directly from the devs, I must admit. I think that's a nice thing to do.
To dig into today, so thank you for being here as well. As we go right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today.
I've been here in a while.
Mr. Andrew Witz. How's it going?
Welcome back.
Witz, for anyone out there that may be just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, Andrew Witz. I'm the gameplay director. What basically means is I had to work with a bunch of awesome people to set up.
I love that dude,
sandbox,
Sneaks.
The survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So
He's
that's
got his
runners,
neon
weapons,
marathon sneaks on.
And the combatants, the UESC, they're going to be hunting players on Tau City.
I thought he said UNSC. I was like, wait a minute, Halo, what?
All your work.
I like
and
the
of course, last but
marathon hat as well.
Someone who you've probably seen in Bungie Vidocs.
Looks very cool, doesn't it?
Someone who's been able to help guide design here at Bungie since Halo 3. The one, the only, Mr. Senior Design Lead here, rather, the one, the only.
Since Halo 3, hell yeah. My favorite Halo, so if the multiplayer on this is anywhere near as good as Halo 3, we'll be eating good, people.
Thank you, thank you.
Lars, we're back.
You could say Marathon's back.
You could.
Hey.
I'll leave that to you, though. Well, for anyone out there in the audience who may not get that reference and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, my name is Lars Bakken. I'm a senior design lead on the Run team. Shout out to Run team, everyone that's out there right now.
Wonder how much of the original game would be in this. Adam, I have no idea, buddy.
So the Run team is consisting of, we make the maps, so the zones that you're going into. We make the activities, so we take some of
They did say at the pre-build up, they're trying to take some of the lore from the originals and stay faithful to that, so we'll see. Did you play the originals?
And then we also have the contracts team, which
I never have, so I have no clue.
Corporations that players are sort of doing deals with because they're mercenaries, and that gets a little bit down into sort of the missions and everything, and so that's the stuff I hopefully make everyone proud with.
I would just love something
We'll get
new and
into that here
fresh
very
to
shortly,
come
but
along and
thank
just
you all
like
for starters all for being
knock
here.
like
Before
Fortnite
we
and
get
that
started
off
as
its
well, quick
perch. I'm just
reminder,
fed up with
do
the same
yourself a favor,
boring
make sure
stuff
you've
all the
got your
time, you know?
Bungie and your Twitch account linked to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop that's going on right now. And if you also go ahead and subscribe to any channel in the Marathon directory, you can get a special little cat badge next to your name to go ahead and show everyone that you were here today. So go out there, find a streamer you haven't found before, and make sure and drop a sub out there and share the love. And also, if you have dropped your sub here on Marathon the Game, worry not, that money all goes to the Bungie Foundation. So thank you for helping us help them do some good out there. And now we
Younger
have a big
L2000.
show.
What
Again,
kind of
lined
game
up.
was
We've
it,
got
Lewis?
some
Adam
gameplay
Lewis.
on the way coming up very shortly. We had a chance to go ahead and work with some creators and press very recently, and we're going to show you what they thought of the game. And of course, again,
Nice,
I'll
let's see
repeat
it.
myself, but we got something really great for you. At the
I
end of
have
the show,
not
so
played
make sure to
Fortnite
stick
in about
around.
3 or 4 years
But
now. I
again,
just
the purpose of
cannot,
today is to show
I
some
can't
gameplay.
go at all.
Joe Ziegler, I'd love to hand the mic to you for this next part.
Yeah, so before we get started, obviously there's a lot to talk about today. We have a little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
Okay, so Halo and Destiny, nice. Ooh. Kind of looks a bit like Apex Legends, doesn't it? Oh, goodbye.
The end of all things. But the dream is not over.
It was basically Doom. Oh, nice. FPS in the 90s. Cool, got you. Very early FPS. I'll need to do my research and check that out. That sounds interesting. Thanks for letting me know. This looks pretty cool. Oh! Take that, knuckle sandwich. Kaboom. God. I love the branding and all this. It looks very cool, doesn't it? September 23rd. A little while to go, people. Destiny with basic graphics and bright colours. I don't even know if it will be as full as Destiny.
Marathon will be releasing just later this year.
It might be though, we'll see.
So you'll be able to ship out to Tallneck very shortly. And in addition to that, coming
thought
just
this looked
later
more
month
basic.
on April 23rd, we're going to be running a closed alpha test that you can be a part of.
Closed
As a quick
alpha?
heads up, this is going to be focused on North
You're interested
America,
in that?
18 plus only. So there's going to be a big chance to play up front, but don't worry, there's going to be other opportunities to play later. So to make sure you're caught up with all the details and you're ready to go, do yourself a favor, head over to our Discord at discord.gg/marathonthegame. And of course, if you're here in Twitch chat with us today, then you've already done yourself a big favor. Members of our community and moderation teams are going to be going out and looking for folks to drop codes to as well to make sure that you can get priority access when the alpha kicks off. So go ahead and
Gameplay,
keep
but
an eye
yeah,
out on
that's
your
one thing they're
inbox.
really
There's
good
no
at.
exclamation point drops or anything you need to do.
That- I
I'm
agree,
sure folks
I
will do it
agree.
Anyway, but worry not, you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor by being here today. But let's get into it. What did we just see?
Just, I mean, is it, do we think this is
lot
going to
of
be free to
death.
play, or it's going to be
That's what we all thought.
purchasable? What do we think? Because
But
Destiny
honestly,
went
it's
free
our
to
first
play.
glimpse of,
Destiny 2, sorry.
Some of what's going on in Marathon, you know, our extraction shooter that we're creating over here. And it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some runners in there.
Oh, the
It's got
same
some
engine?
weapons
Yeah,
in
you're
there.
probably right.
It's got
Yep.
some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons in there. You saw some alternate weapon action.
I mean, what live service games are you all playing right now? The only one I enjoy right now is Helldivers 2.
Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as well. The
Sorry,
UESC,
people have been
obviously, a
dying
little
with the
taste of
cold.
UESC and what they're capable of. Yeah, a lot of awesome.
And some fun world interactions too. Like there's that sequence where the shutters go down and then everything goes wrong for the team that's in that room. But that's, yeah, it's pretty cool to see those things.
Yeah, everything goes wrong, the Andy Salisbury story. Mr. Ziegler, so why are we making Marathon? Why is Bungie going into the extraction shooter space?
I mean, extraction shooters are something that are passion of all of ours. Like, we really like the idea of bringing this experience that we've all enjoyed, which is this kind of intense survival-based experience where you are frequently unsure of what's going to happen next, but you're on that adventurous ride of it. You know, we talk about it sort of like it's a horror story that's kind of unfolding before you, and testing yourself to see if you can survive it. And we really wanted to take that and sort of, I don't know, bring a lot more people into it. When you love something, you really kind of want to just, attract others to it, and so you can have a bigger party with it. And so, yeah, we've been doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah. No, it shows. And, Lars...
All of y'all over on YouTube, in case you're interested, there's drops enabled right now over on our Twitch channel. If you want to get like a Bungie logo badge thing,
Fantastic. So when I started at Bungie,
head on over there.
Multiplayer team. And
send you the link in chat just in case any of you are
competitive
on.
person in my nature,
Twitch
I really
also.
enjoy PvP, and so having to take that in the marathon
There we go.
game and think about every single angle of every design, knowing that there will be other human beings in, around.
Don't play many live service these days. No, me neither. I've just got really bored and burnt out with them.
For myself personally, and I also know for the team.
It's been really exciting to see. And obviously, you mentioned we saw a lot. We saw some runners. Mr. Witz, can you do me a favor and help
No bright
introduce
colours in the
these 4
originals.
runners that are going to be available when the closed out?
Ruven X
Yeah, for sure.
over
We'll
on
have 6
Twitch.
runners at
Quick
launch,
question,
but
how
we're
do you have
focusing
access to
on
the
the
Matrix
core
even though it's been
four here for
delisted?
the
Because I
alpha.
downloaded it
So
when
going
it was
left to right, we
available.
have Locust.
That
Locust
is
our
how.
Soldier kind
Thank
of
you for the
fantasy or
question, my
soldier
friend.
kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one in, trying to get as many picks as possible.
Make sure you
right?
drop a follow
Against
over on
either the
Twitch,
UBS
people,
or
if any of you
players.
dive over there for the
Next,
drops.
we have Blackbird. It's very reconnaissance-based.
Glitch
kit,
looks cool, so does
all about,
Locust.
like figuring out where players and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit, all about pushing forward.
all look pretty
disrupting
cool, to be
enemy teams
fair.
And what they're doing and getting out and kind of having that kind of cycle. Void is our stealth boy, our sneaky boy, all about throwing down.
Stealth, that would not be me. I'm
smokes,
shocking at
going
stealth.
A full active camo cloak into the darkness, getting some reses, and then taking some people by surprise. So yeah, this is our core 4 right now for
Very
Alpha.
exciting. A lot of different play styles to choose from out of the gate. And even furthermore, Joe Cross, also, if anyone's not following Joe Cross on Twitter, do yourself a favor and do so. But you've been sharing some art.
Played the hell out of
with these
Destiny
runners
2 about a year or so
recently,
ago.
out there on Twitter with everyone. Before the show, we were talking a little bit, and I've heard this come up a lot, but you guys have been working
My
on this
PS4
concept
Pro I
of
bought
graphic realism.
when it came
Tell
out
us a
was
little bit
actually
about
the
what that
white
is,
version,
what
which
that
came
means.
bundled with Destiny 2. That was the
It's-
only way
it's
to
one
get
of
the
our
white version of the
ingredients
PS4
that
Pro.
we've sort of conjured up
I think
to
it's up on
help
my
us
shelf
define
over
the
there. Yeah, it's
visual
still over
world.
there. Stealth
For
is
these
boring
runners,
games. Yeah, I just
the
can't do
the
it.
first thing we
I need
wanted
to
make
go
sure
Rambo
was
in the
the visual
games.
Fantasy reflected the gameplay fantasy well, and then we sort of have our unique recipe of influences and inspirations for the reimagining of this world. And one of those sort of constraints we've created is this idea of graphic realism, where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry, we limit our materials, we use a lot of graphic design and color, and we sort of use it as a tool to onboard artists who are working on the project. And then it doesn't hurt to have a world-class concept team cranking this stuff out. And that's sort of the origin of a lot of these designs.
And obviously, the world of Marathon has so much legacy to it as well. As a kid who grew up playing it, I know it well myself. But what's it been like stepping into this world?
It's amazing. For the art geeks out there.
I feel like that radio sitting next to that guy is going to be in the
father of the Marathon visual world in a lot of ways. Is this
Collector's
guy, Craig
Edition or something
Nolan.
like
So you see art represented on the left started out as a fan, then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie, and so his legacy.
Hey,
is
Pineapple,
super
what's up?
large.
Do you think
And
4K
we've always
OLED
tried to
120 FPS is
pay
possible in the
attention,
future
take
for
homage,
PS
make sure we're
Portal
doing
cloud streaming?
justice, and you can see here in the center, this is kind
It
of
would
a
need to be a new
proto
device
runner, we
because
developed
the
early in
current
process to make sure
PlayStation
that,
Portal
our sort of
is
approach
obviously
to
only
graphic realism
1080p
and
60.
style lined up and
I don't
sort
think a
of represented
4K
that,
screen is
and then
very
on the
good
right
for
here,
that
sort of
small
have
size. I think it would be a bit of a
one our actual
waste.
Runners here, Blackbird, with a similar fantasy.
Probably 1080p OLED was the max you would need.
So I think it's working out well.
Be better
and
high
we're
refresh rate, like you're
doing
saying, though.
something new,
Nintendo Switch
but
2's
also
got a high
sort of
refresh
looking
rate
back.
panel, so yeah.
It's like a 3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? That's what you're looking at.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Save the 4K for the big screens. Small screens.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't think you need that.
Excellent. Well, that said, if anyone out there in Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in. We're going to try and answer as many as we can. We're going to be showing, again, a lot of stuff today. So if you've got anything that comes to mind, please feel free to throw it in there. Folks,
Show us the
keep
gameplay. I need
keeping
some
an
more
eye out,
gameplay,
but,
people.
You know, we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive
Yes,
into
show
some
us.
Marathon gameplay.
Second iteration? I don't think they will do that. Nintendo 2 is way too expensive in the long run. Has anyone pre-ordered the Switch 2? I have. But then again, that's just me. Let me know if any of you have, chat. Oh, here we go. See, it's almost like that cel-shaded art style, but a bit more high def, isn't it? It looks really nice, this game. If any of you have been watching the channel for a while, you know I just love bright colours, so I think that looks cool.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter
Here we go.
set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4.
Oh, goodbye.
You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats,
Oh, wow, that looks
capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest.
Is it PvP and PvE?
Rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces,
Oh, yes, nice. That's cool.
and otherworldly threats.
That gives me vibes of
Scavenge
Titanfall 2
remains of a lost
multiplayer,
colony
which I love.
for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4
Wow,
are
that's
filled
cool.
with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can,
Go.
and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
Looks fun.
Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles,
Yeah.
and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
Yeah, the gunplay does look nice, doesn't it?
Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end.
Death is
And
not
if
the
you're
end.
the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill
Oh.
to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No
Oh.
two runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive.
Oh, goodbye. Yeah, that looks
Each run
nice.
has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends, grab extra equipment,
This looks
shield
very slick
charges,
indeed,
and
doesn't
a
it?
specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need.
Very good. Thank you, everyone, for
You're
tuning
always
in and
free
hanging
to
out with us today. I
experiment
appreciate
in
you all,
competitions,
legends.
and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
Season 1, so people...
Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
Are we saying this is free to play? Because if it is, I think it could be quite successful. I think if this is like paid for, like £30 or $30 or like Helldivers 2, I don't think it'll be very successful. I think it'll be DOA. What do we think?
Let's get into breaking this down.
It's not me being a hater, it's me just trying to help out.
For starters, again, you know, as we touched on before the break, Bungie has
Because
a
people,
rich history
it just
with
looks similar to like
Marathon.
Apex, you play that for free.
Facilitating this
It's just the
game
landscape we live in right
and
now,
also,
you know?
like, kind of approaching this from your perspective. What were you looking to do?
What about just 120p
build
with
on the legacy,
120 FPS with
the
1080p?
narrative
Oh, absolutely,
Marathon
they
is
can do
really
that. They will
rich
do that,
and, like,
probably. The
inspirational,
Nintendo Switch 2 can do that.
Inspiration for art.
You can set
I also
requirements to
love-
pre-order. You do
love
from
sort of having
Nintendo
keys to
Direct,
this-
but you can
this-
order it
this
from
car,
like
you know, from this
Amazon and
era,
Argos and
working on a game
Shop
from this
2 and
era. I
stuff like
love
that
older games. I
without
love
those
games
requirements.
From the PS1, PS2 era. So there was a lot for us.
Yeah, what do we think about that, people?
And,
I
you
thought
know,
it
like
looked
I said,
good,
paying
but
homage to some of our
would I buy that? No. Would I play it if it
favorite
was free?
artists,
Yes.
of the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, and also we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think it's Joey Wolfinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep, Ben Starr was the narrator of that piece. Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good narrating
He's
that,
almost an
actually.
Andrew Witz, but he does his best. But all right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with a tough one, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial question. I play a variety of them, but I will say probably the one I end up playing the most is Blackbird, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Any Blackbird mains out there? I like playing Blackbird because it's a great crew runner. Like, it's in terms of being able to provide a lot of information, provide a lot of support. It's also a great runner that's kind of helps to counter a lot of strategies that can occur, especially ambush strategies that happen. Also to catch Void out of position if Void's trying to hide. So yeah, there's a lot of versatility to how you can play it.
Very fun, Mr. Witz. I think you and I share the same main. I got to ask as well. Who's your go-to runner?
Oh, I split my time between Locust. I'm a very push-forward kind of player, as Joe reminds me all the time.
Yeah, Locust
I'm
looks
pushing
cool.
too much,
You
too
don't
often.
even have a W key. It just goes.
I just love to go fast forward. That's right. And so, like, yeah, that push forward gameplay that Locust kind of has, right? Being like the first to try and get a pick, you know, seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick. Also, I like to play Glitch a lot too. Again, like, I really love that disruption play style. I love just finding an enemy crew trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then like taking like the arm cannon and just knocking them out of like the zone, and now they're trapped with me and hopefully my teammates. Joe.
I'm scanning. I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys kind of discuss the runners, Destas in chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
There are a lot of movement and traversal mechanics inside of the game, but it varies. Your effectiveness varies per runner.
Yeah, like everything in like we're making like a survival sandbox, which means everything kind of has to have a cost, right? And so
Survival
like,
sandbox.
If you want to go fast, like if you want to go fast, like Locust has like a super sprint, so to speak. Like they have leg jets that kind of come on to help you sprint even faster. That causes heat. So basically, it's almost like a stamina system, but we call it heat because we're these awesome mercenary cyborgs, right? Where like the body overheats, and so this character has like some mobility, but you overheat quite a bit. So that's kind of the cost that's there, and so that's what pushes us into like finding implants that maybe like expand like how much like your heat meter, and also give you more agility, so you can even go even faster, right? So yeah, there's a lot of cost in the game in terms of when we place a mobility thing in there, we really want to make sure. It's like, how does this affect the pace, and how does this affect the overall survival sandbox?
And to be fair, we're still looking.
Because is this going to have like an overarching story like Destiny 2 did?
Kind of sketchy. Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully they tell us more about that.
It's, no, there's a lot to learn. That's why we're doing this, right?
Yeah, I mean, and actually, while we're talking about kind of those finer details, Witz, I'd love to still kind of bug you a little bit. In Marathon, build crafting is a big deal. What does that mean in the world that you guys are building?
Yeah, and so like the runners are essentially like a base, right? And so each runner has, they have a bunch of implants that you can kind of find that do kind of wild things, and like as they go up in rarity, right? There's a lot of stats, so you can increase your resistance to certain things. So like Tox is one, so you can essentially be poisoned, right, as our Tox, and so you can build up resistances to that. You can increase your agility. There's shields, obviously, to make you a bit more durable. We have cores. Cores are really cool. They basically give you like extra passives. And at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of play around. At the highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you're doing one thing and then you get like a cord specifically for glitch, and now you're like, oh, my double jump is a triple jump? Like that's how much we want to kind of push that, so that gear really matters. And so builds are like completely the implants, the cores, weapons, weapon attachments. Weapons have like a pretty cool progression too. We have gold mods, which are kind of like the highest end of the attachment pool. They're essentially like exotics in our game, right? What is the exotic version of this Magnum that can do some wild stuff? So yeah, like really it's the entire package together is what the build crafting experience is in Marathon.
That's super exciting. And actually, to that same end, we got a question in chat as well.
Sounds interesting.
Firex is how you pronounce it. How many players are going to be in each map?
Varies per map. Lots.
Yeah, it varies per map.
right.
The footage that people have seen a lot of, Dire Marsh, we support up to 18 players.
Excellent. Okay, all right. So going to be room for a lot of play styles. To that same end, I know we talked a little bit
18
about
players,
earlier as well.
and then
Lars, can you
teams
walk
of
us through
up
maybe
to
just
3?
your play style when you're approaching any of these runs?
Sure, yeah.
Let's go ahead and sell out the best strategy.
I have to give away my secrets. So Void is really fun for me because it leans into this part of my personality that is like very devious. And so, if you go on a run with me, I'll be like, hey, any claymores you see, let me know. And I'm putting those in my backpack, and I'm doing crazy things like, okay, so Void has a prime ability that sends out, I think you saw it in the video, it sends like a wall of smoke that sort of like your home base when you do that. It's a portable. Because when you go in that, you become invisible. You get automatic active camo. So I'll do things like set that up to make people believe I'm doing one thing and then do another. So a lot of subversive things. I'll go in there and I'll claymore the inside, right? If someone comes in after me, they're gonna have a very bad time. But I also do things like I'll go to a place in the zone where there's high tier loot, and I'll claymore it up, and then close all the doors and leave, and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna show up. And then sure enough, maybe 5 minutes later, I see the shield crack in the HUD, and I'm like, yes, I can go back and see what's going on. So yeah, that's how I like to play.
This guy's camping in the
you
max
come
with
to your
claymores.
cross? What's your go-to?
Well, if you know me, I'd rather look good and lose. So
Sounds good.
I
take that.
generally pick the runner with the coolest helmet, and in this lineup, I think that's clearly Blackbird. As far as my play style, I'm typically just a decoy. So
That'll be me. I'll just be the bullet sponge in the corner. My team can do the hard work.
that's the end of my run story.
Fair. Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. So actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of play testing here internally. Witz, I know you mentioned you've got a folder of some of your best plays, but what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when I think I'm going to be doing one thing, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do a contract. I'm going to be going here. I got to go into this room. I got to interact with this device. And I think it's like I'm safe. Like I'm kind of doing like a routine thing. I can get in and get out if I'm like smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like there's no UESC around. There's no players around. And oftentimes there's another player. Like the best moments is there's another crew that are going for the exact same thing. And there's this moment of like you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room, and then the other team is right there, and you're like, oh crap. Like, and then you're like, this is all out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's just like it just gets crazy. And so I think those are the peaks that happen where there's these tense moments where you're trying to do something that lead to these very quick crescendos where, these mercenaries kind of going crazy. Like all these players are jumping in.
You make it sound like you're playing so carefully, but you're not.
Listen, the tactics are happening fast.
Yeah,
up here,
okay.
They're
It's
going,
just processing
they're
power.
going, like, yeah, the math is going. Like, it's happening.
It's improvisational, right?
Yeah.
I really want to just
sounds
play
like,
this
runs can
myself now.
obviously entail a lot, but we also
Like-
have a question from Sharky218. Is loot going to be just weapons, or is there going to be more for people to go after while they're out there in Tau City?
There's a ton of
There's
loot.
a ton
There's a
of
ton
loot,
of loot.
yeah.
Yeah, there's implants, there's cores, there's equipment, there's
Consumables.
Grenades.
consumables. Yeah.
Talk about grenades.
Yeah, there's grenades.
I mean,
We have a bunch of different types of grenades in the game as well that you can loot in the world. We have valuables. We have backpacks.
Yeah.
Attachments, weapons, materials, keys.
and there's a bunch of stuff too that we're just we call valuables, but like there's times when you're running low on money and you're like, I just need to do a valuables run right now, and I need to pick up these things and get my money, into my space bank. So.
Space Bank, yeah.
Yeah, that
Bank.
actually is a good segue from, and I'm not making this name up, Ballin' Hobo asks, what do I do with the loot when I extract? Like, why does it matter in the long run?
Yeah, there's a variety of reasons. So a lot of it was related to sort of our factions and contract system. But if you want to talk a little bit about that, Lars.
Yeah. I mean, we've got this
Hey,
entire system.
reality
we call
vs
factions.
gaming.
Doing contracts, they're like missions.
Thank
and
you
are being
so much for
greeted
the super
originally
chat.
By,
Absolute
AI
legend.
representative, because you are a mercenary. You don't really
Boom.
have allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give you these missions to do. And as you're doing these missions, like Andrew said, sometimes you'll run into danger. But
I
the cool
appreciate the
thing
support
about,
and the
I
kind
think, a
words,
lot
my
of the
friend.
faction and the contract system is like
I will keep
you
up the
could
great work.
complete
I will
the,
try my best. Thank you very much.
Download the agricultural survey from this one area on one of the zones, and you're doing the thing, and you've sort of done it. So even if you die, you've still made progress there, which I think is a really cool aspect of that feature. But then there's also this other meta layer where as you're working with the different factions, they allow you to upgrade yourself over time, and so you can increase your heat meter, you can increase your loot speed, things like that.
I was gonna say, you're trying to get as much loot as possible to meet the challenge of the world, right? Like essentially, different missions get harder over time.
So the thing I'm finding
right?
really
And you
interesting
wanna
about this
have
and makes me want to
more
play
loot
it is
on
I
you so
want
you
to
can
see if there's
survive
anything
longer,
actually different
just
from all the
in
other kind of
general, be able
FPS
to
and
do,
extraction shooters
fight
out there
all the
because
different,
it all sounds good and looks nice, but it's like,
there's a
what's going to be
POI
unique
on a
about
zone
this
that's heavily
to make it
fortified by
successful
UASC
and people
all of
stick
the
around?
units that are there,
Do you know what I
the
mean?
snipers, the assault
Like, I
units,
don't want
you
another one of
be
these
able to
games, especially a
not only
studio like
withstand
Bungie that's got
and
some
players. So there's a
awesome
lot of
legacy and then it's dead on
Honestly,
arrival.
like a lot of the loot translates
You know,
into
it's like,
things
oh.
upgrades, that you utilize through the factions. But
I hope
there's
not.
also
Let me know what you
a
think,
game
chat.
called the Black Market, where you can use a lot of your currency and things like that to actually re-equip yourself if you go on a bad run, or to upgrade yourself if you need anything from that space. So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get a lot of good loot out. I don't think I'm ever short of reasons to get loot out.
That just says something else about me, though. I'm just a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen as kind of hardcore and maybe tough to get into. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to make them easier to dive into?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that we could talk about. One is we
question.
are obviously investing, besides doing a little bit more onboarding in the front end, so players can understand a little bit about what the nature of the game mode is. We're also doing a lot to make combat something that's a little bit more approachable, but also just equally as deep, and have pretty wide things. But I think Andrew could talk about it.
Yeah, we want to make, this is like a Bungie shooter, right? We want to make sure it's approachable. We nail those fantasies. Every button press feels awesome, right? And so really trying to bring that kind of morph the Bungie action game into in the survival space, where again everything kind of costs something, right? Getting shot, you're not going to have a limb system where your limb's broken or anything, but you will guns do stopping power, right? Which
Too many
knock you
FPS
out
are
of
the same.
sprint,
COD and
they can slow
Apex,
you
a few of the
down,
things
right?
different, and hold players, but
Status
everyone else
effects
just
are still in
follows
the
trends
game.
instead of creating
And
them.
so if you
I
are
know,
with a
but
chem grenade, right,
you're right. They just need to do something different because
right, which really slows you down. You can be overheated.
I mean, I don't think it'll
all
be
these
another,
things, and that pushes you into using consumables and making sure you have an answer for these things that happen. So we're trying to make sure that you keep the depth.
I'm trying to
of the
think of a good
survival
example
game,
here for
but
this.
The approachability of the action game, right? And so that's how we're trying to marry that together. In addition to that,
I don't think it'll be dead on arrival, this game, but if it's a paid for game, I think it pretty much will be. If it's free to play, it's got a chance, but
a package of
Such a tough area to break into. Like, it's just constantly stuff like Fortnite that's up the top of the charts. Like, I'd love for something, I said this already, to come in and knock just Fortnite off its perch. Like, it's just shocking. Like, it's just like a money pit, you know.
The goal is that you're always clutch.
And I don't think in the long run it's good for the gaming industry, so I'd love to see something like that happen. But I mean, even Call of Duty, like Call of Duty for me, the peak of that was like Modern Warfare 2 back in the day and Black Ops 2 and stuff. And even like they've copied even like Fortnite a bit in the Battle Royale stuff, like all these wicked, weird looking, bright, colourful skins. It's like COD needs to stick to being COD, you know. I think I've just burnt out in live service games, you know, but I'm saying the only live service game right now I play and I enjoy is actually Helldivers 2, you know. This game will be cancelled at Concord. All it tells everyone Sony is cooked without Microsoft IP. I don't agree. It's nothing to do about Microsoft IP. Like, what IPs have Microsoft got? I would say you're not far off though. It might be like Concord. If they make people buy this, I don't think people will buy it. If it's free to play, we'll see how it goes. Concord should have been free to play as well. What were they thinking?
This is a new world.
That was just a disaster.
Take on an extraction shooter.
No, let me get out. It's game changing. It is literally game changing.
Here we go. This guy's saying it's game changing. So why is it game changing? Sell it to me. Let's go.
This is such an exciting time for us.
Let's see what they say.
You are the first group outside of Bungie to playtest our alpha build.
I'm intrigued to see their feedback.
Look daddy up, let's go. Okay.
So Ghost of Yotei. I know when is that? I know that's this year though, isn't it? Ghost of Yotei. And then we'll have Death Stranding 2 as well.
Quick read. Oh, you looking around?
I just don't know this fascination with these live service games. Like, obviously they want to have the whole constant money coming in. I mean, like Fortnite must just be like an absolute money pit. Same with like COD Warzone. It's just constant money coming in. I get that, but it gets boring. Like, people only have so much time for games like this. Once they've got one, they'll stick with it. They can't have loads of them, you know.
For the gang, there is fall damage, and it is severe if you.
Dr. Lupo, jeez, when did he get a goatee? He looks totally different.
I may have just exploded my kneecaps. If you dash right before you hit the ground, you don't take it's safe. It'll break the fall, yeah.
But yeah.
Happens to the best of us. AI on the right. Yeah, more AI inside the little.
I personally would have rather this was a like single player FPS campaign game. A la like the new Halo. Imagine Marathon could be the new Halo, because like Halo's just fallen off a cliff. Like Microsoft have completely made a mess of that. GTA 6 maybe around about September. This has to, this has to be free. God, if this comes out at the same time as GTA 6, anything that comes out at the same time as GTA 6 is going to be cooked. Yeah, I've heard GTA 6 is going to launch just before Christmas time, and it's going to break every record. Like everybody in this chat, let's get real. Are you buying GTA 6? I think we all know we all are. But if they launched this next to GTA 6, that would be a bad move, Eeks. You are spot on, buddy. You'd love that too, Reality V's Gaming. Yeah, I agree, buddy. Dude's got his shield out. I mean, like in another world, you could almost say this is Apex Legends, doesn't it? Titanfall, good call, Joseph. I said that earlier as well. I would love Titanfall 3. Holy shiz, man. Titanfall 2 was the best. Absolutely loved that game. Loved it.
That's a purple one.
Great campaign, great multiplayer. It just had it all. You'd think they would have made another one of them back then. Maybe they're making a lot of money with Apex Legends. It's the problem with these live service games. It just takes all the dev resource away. Constantly making like skins and battle passes and all that kind of rubbish, instead of giving us new games.
What do you have on your little guy?
Oh, one of the guys you killed had just been weapons on him. Poor guy.
Oh, mechanics hit. That's what we need, right? Just mechanical static effects.
I'm using that.
Multiplayer was lit. It was. It was. Reality V's gaming. I think all games coming out around GTA 6 should just wait. Yeah. I think all games, I think even movies at the cinema, everything will try and avoid
I'm unlocking the box.
GTA 6. GTA 6 is going to be the biggest entertainment launch in history ever, bar none. Guaranteed.
They've got long shots and
Eeks Titanfall 2 was great. It was so good, buddy. Big BT. What a unit of a mech he was. Titanfall was great. Me and my mate used to play that to death. Oh, Reality V's gaming. It was such a good game. I don't know why EA hasn't revisited it. Who was it? The developers? What? It was Respawn, isn't it? But I still think GTA Xmas Holiday. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard rumours that that's when it's going to be, round about then.
dilated, dude. Oh my god. I'm out of ammo, I'm out of ammo.
Just realised I'm going to move myself over here so you can see the face cam of these streamers.
Kill him, he's a fiend, dude.
I'm coming to you,
Instead of telling him we got delivered Apex, shame. I know, I thought Apex Legends was good fun at the start, but I just get bored with things that are just, it's just the same. Like, I'd rather have a good game, I play it, and then I complete it, and I'm like, yeah, that was a good game, I enjoyed that. You know, maybe multiplayer added on, like, I used to love like the old Call of Duties back in the day. I'd get them, I'd take the week off work, blast through the campaign, and then get onto the multiplayer and just have a great time. Whereas now, just this constant live service, multiplayer games, it's just like, oh, tag me out, you know? I think the rumours are true of the base game, GTA 6 being £99, so £100 is true. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if GTA is the most expensive game to buy we've seen yet. Apex after Season 3, I got bored of it. Same, buddy. I don't even know if I lasted to Season 3. It feels like a mix of Halo and Apex. Yeah, it's like Halo kind of visuals, isn't it? With the Apex mechanics. Because it does feel very Titanfall-y. I've not seen any wall running, mind you.
I'm underneath.
I have a cheating problem. Yeah, all of these live service games end up with hackers and cheating problems, unfortunately. Oh. So this will be releasing on all platforms. I say all platforms, so Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I'm not sure about Switch 2 yet. But surely this has got to be free to play. What do we think, chat? What do we think?
There. You got eyes? Yeah, A1. Is that him up there?
I mean, it looks good fun, but
Is he upstairs inside?
is it going to take over? Is this going to be the next big thing?
Or is that USAC?
Sony's been spending a lot of money on these live service games, and they've just had pretty much L's. The only W they had was and is Helldivers 2, I think. What do we think, chat? Do we agree?
I think they kind of built a ringer group.
And the thing about Helldivers 2 is just it's so much fun. That's why, you know, and you're not shooting against, you know, other people, so you're not playing against pure sweaty dudes when you're just trying to chill out and have fun. You're fighting against AI bots and monsters and robots. It's good fun. At least it'd be 110 for GTA, you know, get your money's worth. I do agree, Sleepy, I agree. But it is the thing about that though, it's a precedent we don't want to set. Because once we get one big game that says, oh, I'm worth 110, how long till, like, here's a prime example, I bet you who would jump on it right away? Ubisoft. They'll be charging us £110 for their quadruple A games, which are just, a lot of them are garbage. It's like, we don't want to go down that path, you know? And then we've seen Nintendo start doing that. We've got Mario Kart World is going to be $80 or £75 where I am in the UK. I think about 70 for a top class game is like, yeah, good. I don't understand obviously the economics. I'm not making games, but
Oh my god, I'm dead.
like I've got to really want a game to buy it, you know, full price when it launches.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of games disappoint. They come out and they're just, you know, needing day one patches and they're like glitchy messes. It's like, oh.
I found a purple enemy. I heavy knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Really?
Sorry, chat, what were we saying there? I was just having a rant. Halo people in Titanfall could love this one. Do you think so, Joseph? I know what you mean, but like Halo and Titanfall had so much more to them as well. There was the multiplayer aspect, but there was also the campaign, which had so much lore and fun that gets you hooked into and bought into the franchise, you know, whereas this, it might not have that.
What's the question marks again?
I mean, that's like what happened with Concord. They dropped Concord like out of the sky into everyone's lap, made it a game you had to buy and pay for, and it was live service, and nobody cared about any of the characters or anything at all. Like, admitted a lot of them, they looked terrible. They didn't look cool. You didn't want to play as these characters, but you're like, why should I care about this? So that's what's missing, I think, when some of these games don't have a campaign element. You know, you played through like Halo, for example. You're playing as Master Chief. You know, you love all that stuff, and then you're into the multiplayer, and it's just a total blast.
I knocked one.
You know, it transfers you in there nicely instead of going in cold. Needs to be free to have a chance. I agree. I think this looks fun. I'll definitely play it. We'll give it a go. But if it is free to play, it's got a chance. If this is
she's scared.
$50 or £50 or whatever, dead on arrival. You heard it here first, people.
Good. Very, very nice. I called it purple.
Graphics don't look too complex. Maybe it could go Switch 2. It'd be big for them if they can do it. Yeah, I agree. It does look like it could possibly run on Switch 2. It doesn't look overly intense, like with tons of crazy textures and stuff like that.
Shield. Who has that?
Me.
Yeah, Helldivers 2 is a great game. Yeah. Helldivers 2 is my favourite live service game we've had in years. It's the only one I actually just find fun.
There's no other extraction shooter like that where I could have that kind of gameplay.
When people find out about some of the secrets and stuff, they are going to lose their mind.
Still in KCD2, doing side quests next week.
So far,
New mode is coming out.
Refreshing, I'd like to say. Everything felt really locked in.
What's KCD2? Sorry, Joseph. I'm full of the cold. Oh, that's Big Jeff.
I just want to play more.
My brain's not working right if that's really obvious. September 23rd.
Obviously, having those creators in was a whole lot of fun.
I mean, even as well, recently, like Marvel Rivals is doing amazing. I've still not played it. Is it worth playing? I liked Halo, Overwatch back in the day, but again, it just feels dead samey. After a while, you've seen it all. Unless you're playing with your buddies, then it is fun. The replayability is definitely there. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance, nice.
We're familiar with working with our community really closely, but have we ever done it this early or at this scale before?
So I've been at Bungie for a while now, since the Halo 3 days, and I think the thing, even since my time, we've been really good about is working with players, working with the community. It's something we take pride in. And on this game in particular, yeah, we brought people in, players in, much earlier into the process than I think we ever have before, and it's given us really good insight.
Enjoy Marvel Rivals.
When they show up,
yeah, the character models, the characters look really cool in that. I might check that out. I downloaded that to my PS5 Pro last night, actually.
What needs to get better, and I think it's been really great.
That's been a ton of fun. I mean, even
every time I try a game other than Call of Duty, it's hard to get used to movement, weapons, etc. I was terrible at Overwatch and Fortnite. Yeah, I know what you mean. You just get really used to them.
There was a combination of players who we've been engaging with for a long time.
I grew up with like Call of Duty. I loved Call of Duty. Like,
and it was great to see sort of like the mix of
Modern Warfare 1 and 2 are just peak to me. Black Ops 1 and 2. But I got into Fortnite. I got quite good at that. Played that for a long time. I've got like probably about 1,000 hours in Fortnite. But good to the point of like hating it. It's just the same stuff and just trying to milk you for money with all these stupid skins. So I'm just totally anti-Fortnite and I can't be bothered with it. Overwatch, I thought it's quite okay for pick up and play because it's just chaos a lot of the time. I didn't do any tactics, I just went in and had a lot of fun. The one that I found really difficult to pick up after playing Call of Duty though was Battlefield. Battlefield feels way different from Call of Duty. It's not run and gun, way more tactical, much slower. I sucked at Battlefield. Jeez, that's not a good sign, Eeks, is it? That is not a good sign.
Something that he's used to, obviously.
10k people watching on PlayStation, 17k on Bungie. Yeah. See if they say at the end of this, and this will be up for pre-order. Right, live now, it's like, oh no,
playing the game for so long,
bail out.
right, and seeing other people play the game is just a great feeling, right, for like the whole team. You get to see things that you designed
Doesn't look like anything new from what I saw
in real life,
gameplay.
where you
That's
see
what I'm worried
people who
about.
are, like,
That's
being
why I keep saying to
hunted by
people.
other players that take refuge by,
People
like,
are so
heavily
tribal these days and don't think with their mind.
watching
Think with
UHC
your own mind
equalize a little
on
bit,
what you've just seen with your own eyes.
almost
Don't
like
be,
that was
oh,
great.
PlayStation's
There was a
amazing, I
fight
love
that
them,
was, like,
it's going to be
it
great.
was,
Or
it looked so fun, but also
Xbox is the
hilarious, but also,
best,
like,
I
really,
love
like,
them, they just do
it was,
such
like, a great
amazing
time,
stuff.
but
Or
also
Switch,
really
whatever it is,
tense
it's
was
like,
there was two,
I've got them all.
two
I'm not a
crews that
console
were fighting,
fanboy
under
war
the dire marsh. There was a
person.
bunch of
Like,
tunnels
I
and
just
stuff
want
like
good
that,
freaking games
and,
on all the
they were
consoles.
fighting in the
I
tunnels,
do still want
and the
exclusives
fight
on all
was
the
literally, like,
consoles. I think
almost
without
one by one, like,
exclusives, that's a
3 and
bad
3,
thing. Take note, Xbox.
constantly moving
But
towards each other and fighting
this
in
game
the
here,
hallway.
like, it looks
The
good
person
fun.
in
It
front
looks,
dropping,
it just
then
looks nice.
circle in the
But you're
back
like,
and
it's just
changing
vanilla. What's
positions,
new?
and that
What's
fight went into, like,
what's
little
really unique
events
here that
as
I'm
well,
going
so
to
it was just,
play,
like, it was just
and this is
hilarious
going to make me
chase that
want
was,
to keep
like,
coming
it
back
was super
over
tense
something
because
else?
You didn't know exactly whether you were going to get third
I don't
party.
know.
They were
I've not
just
seen anything.
the
Do you think
volume of
open beta
rotations
coming for this
up from
game?
those
They've
two
said there's a
crews
closed
because,
alpha
like, what are they gonna
at the
do?
end of this
There's
month.
another
They've
event
not
right there that
mentioned
could pop
closed
up from
beta,
there.
but I assume
They
there
were
will be.
shooting vents just,
I
like,
assume there will
out
be.
of just pure paranoia. It was awesome to watch.
It's a good balance to strike, obviously, yeah. And you, again, we were mentioning you got to play. Were there any other creators you got to dive in with?
Yeah, I was on a team with Valkyrae and Katamina, and we had a lot of fun. There was like a couple moments where we bunkered down underneath a greenhouse in the tunnels underneath. Tunnels are dangerous, and they were fun. But we basically created like a little claymore nest down there, and so we were baiting them down into it. And yeah, that was pretty successful. I'm telling you, the claymore strats are good. Yeah. Don't sleep on claymores. They're
Pretty
good.
solid.
Yeah.
Lars is like, I know.
The other thing that surprises me that none of these live service games have copied from Fortnite, which they should copy, and it's one of the reasons why Fortnite keeps hanging about, is they have that Fortnite support a creator code program, where, you know, you buy something from Fortnite and the creator gets a kickback from that. None of the other big games have done that. I don't even know why. Like, Call of Duty should do that as well. Like,
to keep that alive as we're
it
sort of
would make
building
such a
world
difference
and
for the
it'll be
longevity of the game and the
really awesome.
chance for the game to
With,
get out there.
the Marathon Classic
Like
on
Fortnite,
Steam.
it just has a stranglehold on these things.
As well as the Marathon Classic 2, I think, is on Steam as well. Yeah. But yeah, both of those, it's like sort of connecting the threads, if that makes sense, you know? Sort of remembering the past as we're sort of building this new, re-envisioning in a lot of ways of what Marathon is.
Yeah. Actually, kind of on this topic as well, about the dangers of the world, we do have a question from Twitch chat. Are there dangerous PvE encounters? Obviously, you've mentioned that the UESC is out there, pardon me, and you should underestimate them at your own peril. But can you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of those emergent threats that await players?
Yeah, absolutely. There's the UESC security units that are out there. There's a bunch of different types that do different things. So watch out for them. We also have ticks, which are these wonderful, surprising, explodey fauna. Yeah, they run at you. They run at you, explode on you, and you have to like, shoot the nests actually to get rid of them.
Absolutely, reality. I don't know why they're not doing
There's
that.
a bunch of hazards
Big
and stuff
time.
that are like be on the map as well. Like we have a bunch of like tox rooms and all kinds of surprises that await players. And yeah, in the alpha there's a few, but
what's the scariest UESC unit to you?
The scariest unit? The Ghost Commander for me, for sure. The Ghost Commander, their ability is like they go into active camo and they actually have clone. They have a bunch of like clones that go out there, so you think you're not sure which one to shoot, and then by the time you recognize which one is actually the real one, right? It's like it might be over for you, but that's one. The sniper also love the sniper as well.
Because I read an article the other day. I can't remember where it was. I need to find it, but it was saying that live service games are actually declining in popularity for the first time.
Like, yeah,
like
just
ever,
be careful
because
about
people are getting so fed up and burnt out with like the constant
And the recruits,
grind
honestly,
and
the
battle
recruits, they
pass
have
grind.
this rush down
And what is
that
taking
they
their
do
place
if
is
you're not
people
too
are
careful at
getting,
knowing where they're gonna be flanking or
sorry,
rushing you down from, like,
RPGs
yeah,
are
there's-
growing way
we're
more in
purposely making
popularity
them,
as people would rather
these
just play an
formidable foes
RPG
that
game,
can't get
sit there,
treasure
chill
out
out
of the
and get
world
invested in
easily,
it
and they're
instead of
guarding it, and they're gonna
grinding
be
like
damn
a
good
£20 or
Can't
$20 battle pass. I'm like, I get that.
Exactly.
Like I was sitting last night playing Final
Also, too,
Fantasy
we've got another
VII
question
Remake
from,
on my
I believe
PS5
FTD.
Pro,
Can a TV compose
and it was just
of any
freaking
number
awesome.
of runner types, like 3 black
Chilled out,
Absolutely,
relaxing,
yeah.
fun,
There's no restriction on
escapism.
how
That's what gaming's all about.
assemble your crew. You can all play
You know,
the same. You can
instead of being
create a
stressed
new
out in my
comp if you
box
want,
playing
or you can diversify
one of
a
these
little
kind of
bit,
games.
and sort of try to use each other's utilities. But we've seen them all. It's been really cool to see kind of the different combinations we've seen. Yeah.
But you may never know, like those 3 different like players that are playing Blackbird, they may have very.
It's interesting to see how it all
different
pans
builds
out in the
what
gaming
they're
world.
gearing towards in Blackbird, right? Like they may be some of them, like one of them may actually have implants that allow them to go in active camo. That's not a specific thing for a runner, so we're purposely trying to make it so that you can diversify.
I did see the shield wall comp, which is like basically 3 locusts in the playtest from last week. But yeah,
Let's go. Yeah. So, you know, again, obviously, it's been so much fun to hear you guys even talking about this game and the experiences you've had. You've been building a world that's really ripe for players to tell their own stories in. You know, again, with the closed alpha on the way on April 23rd, as players finally get a chance, some of them to jump in, what are some of the stories you're most excited for them to get to dive in and maybe tell themselves?
so many. I mean, there's so many different stories that I think are that we're looking forward to seeing happen, especially ones that we've never even seen before.
Playing through Final Fantasy Remake 2.
Getting on
Such
the
a good
planet,
game, isn't
like,
it?
honestly,
Reality,
just trying to
it's like
survive
just
amongst
wow.
all of the different threats that exist there.
I just can't wait to play through all the chapters of the remake.
Death,
So good.
you know, there's a lot of death.
I think they're
in the
working
game.
on the third chapter right
the
now, aren't
learning
they?
From it, they're challenging yourself, they're getting back up and trying to do something new. It's gonna be exciting. I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
I'm curious, Mr. Cross. What are you expecting?
I mean, I'm you know, had the fortune to launch Destiny and now Marathon. It's always amazing to put something out into the world that you've been working on, you know, sort of in a bubble for 6 years or something like that. And
Alpha Level does look
have
nicely
players
polished.
experience
It
the
does,
visual
yeah, it
world
does,
for
to
the
be
first
fair.
time is
It does.
amazing. Introducing the IP into the world, you know, sort of beyond the game. You know, sort of the culture.
Like, it was interesting how we heard that when Sony took over Bungie and brought them in, then a whole bunch of live service games on Sony kind of got tweaked and canned and stuff. Like, there was the supposed Last of Us multiplayer game, the Horizon Forbidden West or Zero Dawn multiplayer game, all kind of disappeared. We had the leaked Spider-Man multiplayer game, which actually looked freaking awesome. The footage from that, from the Insomniac leak, looked really good. But there's also this side of what makes PlayStation really special. These big AAA games are freaking amazing, like the Horizon, Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, God of War, Spider-Man, and I guess Final Fantasy VII, but I know that's Square Enix. But they're so expensive to make, and it takes them years. You literally maybe get like one or two a console generation from each studio. I really think they should revive some of their older franchises, some AA games. Like, there's so many good ones they could do. And I don't think gamers would be unhappy about that. I saw earlier someone mentioned Medal of Honor. I mean, hell yeah, bring that back.
Also, there's
Right, shows the collector's edition.
There's an immense amount of staff here that has been super gracious and kind to come and help.
But would there be a collector's edition for a free-to-play game?
All of you, let's give you a
I don't know.
hand too. You know, you've been doing an amazing job.
Well done. The game does look good fun.
That's right. So again, as we noted at the top of the show, coming up at the very, very end, we've got a very special surprise. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and stick around all the way through till the end. But again, a huge thanks, Joe Ziegler, Joe Cross, Andrew Witz, and Lars Bakken. Thank you all for being here today. And of course, again, to echo Ziegler, thank you so much to the entire dev team here at Bungie. Thank you so much for being here today. Whether you're here with us in person or you're at home, it's your contributions that make Marathon possible. So truly,
Killzone, yeah, I'd like to see that. Even just give that to another studio, because I know Guerrilla are, they're all in on Horizon these days. Give that to some smaller studio. Let's see what they cook up.
So thank you so much.
Be awesome.
It's been a gargantuan effort, and it's all thanks to your efforts. And most importantly, again,
I'd love to see like MotorStorm make a comeback.
It's such a privilege
Twisted
for us to get the
Metal.
opportunity to share what we've been working on.
Oh,
It
there's so
matters
many
most
Sony
to
franchises.
us. We know you've been
Wipeout.
busy days.
Give us another
Thanks for
Wipeout.
being a part of it. So thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. And of course, too, well, we got something fun at the end. Make sure you stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating Scarrow and Mr. Raffle Waffles, Milo, out there here just after the show ends. So go ahead and tell them we said hello when you get a chance to drop into their chat. But as has become kind of a tradition here at Bungie with our streams, we've saved just one more special thing here for you at the end.
And what's this
Now,
going to
we've
be?
told you a lot about the game so far, but we haven't had a chance to really touch on the narrative just yet. And we're really excited to build a story that's innovative in the extraction shooter space, both in and out of the game. And we'd love to show you a glimpse of that now.
Let's
so
see.
we had the opportunity to partner with Academy and Emmy Award-winning
It does look all right.
director Alberto Mielgo to go ahead and show
Joseph,
you a
but
bit of a snapshot
is
of
that
what
going to
life
be
is like
enough to
on
make this
past
really
settings.
successful?
So we hope you enjoy, but in the meantime,
I hope
take
so.
care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
I hope so. These devs clearly put so much work into these things, you know. It must be devastating to release a game and then see it just not do well. Right, let's see this. What's this all about? Is this going to give us a bit more of the story here? I mean, I love the art style and the whole theming of it. It looks freaking awesome. The gameplay looks tight, but just for me, is there enough that's different from all the other games that are already out there to make this stand out? Because that's what it needs to do. Oh, that doesn't look good. Kaboom. Oh, shiz, run. Oh. They don't look too good. Ugh. Chundered in their helmet, that's rough. I don't know why, but... Oh, what? I'm getting like PlayStation 1 adverts or PlayStation 1 commercial vibes from this. That's what it feels like. Remember PlayStation 1 had a lot of kind of funky, creepy TV advertisements. Is this what this is the runners that Android's been made?
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that it sculpt to well those passions red which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless thing that mocked them.
Right, what's going on here, people? Oh. I see, this looks like in-game visuals now, doesn't it? That looks tight.
Welcome once again. Once again. As the new shell. As the new shell.
I mean, it feels just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion. Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell.
Why didn't they show us this at the start?
And will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there. So.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my lucky charm.
Story mode, that'd be crazy. I would love that.
Supposed to be my lucky charm.
I think this is maybe just showing us some of the lore, but that would be cool. Oh, it's popping off. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. That's all CG stuff, isn't it? I thought that was like in-game visuals. It looked very similar to the gameplay a minute ago. Jeez, oh. It's popping off there, isn't it? Dude's toast.
Yeah, that's my mom. That's your mom.
Now, consider this. Do you recognize this child?
That's her.
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
Really?
What the hell? What's going on here? What do we think, peeps?
Hey, what's that you always tune into? Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you ever wonder what happened to these people?
It's not my business.
And this music is? You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
Oh, goodbye. You've got to keep your head in high pressure situation. She just lost it. Oh, that's this girl from earlier. Oh. That dude just respawned at the shot? What? Is that one of his abilities? Oh. Why is he so obsessed with that thing? Uh-oh. She's toast. Oh. Oh. Goodbye.
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remain. Nothing beside remain.
Oh, fuck. Dude, stop hanging about in open areas.
Alone and level sand.
This guy
Stretch far.
popped. There's going to be another runner that is taking stuff. Oh, she's making sure he's
Do you recognize
toast.
this child?
I don't know. Is that me?
Is this them all just like being respawned and being made? That's been amazing, incredible storytelling. Hopefully we get that with this, because it must be tough just to tell a story with an extraction shooter. What was the surprise right at the end? Was that the surprise at the end? I thought they were going to show us something else. No. Music's freaking cool though, isn't it? Oh, sign up for alpha, chat. Please disperse. Will you be all signing up for that? Let me know. That does look fun. I think it's a limited alpha. I'm not sure everyone will get in, so if you're really hyped about that, sign up and get involved. You need to sign up via their Discord. That's random, isn't it? Isn't it usually just a website you go to? Right, peeps, that was a lot of fun. Oh, here we go, we're back. Are they going to tell us something? Where's this? Where's the surprise? Is this the surprise? Maybe, maybe not. The squad. Hope they're all getting some pizza after that. Look at the amount of people working on this game. Holy shiz. That is mental. Right, where are we going? Oh, somebody's going the wrong way here, trying to run away. Jeez, I thought that was a real tagger there. I was like, holy shit. What kind of studio is this? That's up your cool office, isn't it? I'm just hanging on another minute to see if there is something special that he was teasing, because surely it's just not that trailer. Sneak peek of Bungie HQ. Maybe that's what it is actually, the reality of his gaming. Nope, go down the stairs. What's hiding down here? No, we're not. We're stopping. I mean, he did say stay right to the end, didn't he? What do we think, chat? Hey, Joseph, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Stay safe. We'll see you on the next one, my friend. They're all just getting selfies together now. It's actually funny, like this, it's like a pretty big production, isn't it? Like all the camera crews and stuff like that, all the lighting rigs. Oh. Somebody's directing traffic here now. I think. Yeah. No. Great stream as usual. Thank you very much, Eeks. I appreciate you hanging out. We'll be covering all the big PlayStation events here on the channel, obviously. So if you're into all things PlayStation, make sure you subscribe and smash that thumbs up button as well, people. Right, I think that dude was just teasing us. I think I'm going to bounce because I don't know what they're going to show next, if anything. They said stay to the end. I think we're at the end. Yeah, the stream's just died. So, people, it's been a lot of fun. There we go. We had our first look at Marathon. What do we think? Will we be picking that up? If it's free to play, I'll be playing it. If that is a paid game, I hate to say it, it's probably going to be pretty much dead on arrival. Hopefully not another Concord. Hopefully Sony gets a dub here, gets a win with a live service initiative. Like I said earlier, the only live service game they've had recently. or the only live service game in general recently that I've really enjoyed is Helldivers 2. The rest of them, not so much. I cannot be bothered with them. They're not worth the time, in my opinion. They're just too much of the same stuff going on right now in the gaming world. But anyways, from me to you, much love. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all. Reality, thank you very much for the super chat. And we'll be back streaming next week. We'll maybe do a little bit of Indiana Jones is the big game dropping next week on PS5 Pro. If you want to see how that looks, make sure you subscribe for that and for all things PlayStation. And we'll see you on the next one. Have an awesome weekend, my friends. Peace.